Hello there, you're watching our television. This is State of Business. I am Pumulita Katugampala. Let's have a look at the headlines. Government seeks the possibilities of conducting climate-related research within the country. President announces. Technology will solve the lack of labour issue in agriculture, Education Minister says. Welcome back, you're watching State of Business. Now let's have a detailed look at the stories. Now, President Ranil Wickremesinghe said the establishment of the International Climate Change University should be done in cooperation with international stakeholders and that all future research in the field of climate change should be done by such an institution. The President said this at the briefing on the progress of climate change and green growth held at the Presidential Secretariat last week. President Ranil Wickremesinghe is currently leading efforts to establish the Climate Change University, scheduled to be launched next year. Additionally, the University Grants Commission has recently identified approximately 130 scientists who have gained international recognition for their research on climate change. These scientists are expected to be brought together along with their respective international affiliations as part of this initiative. The discussions also revolved around inviting a group of international experts from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Furthermore, it was disclosed that the negotiations between Sri Lanka and the Korea Exim Bank, led by the External Resource Department, concluded successfully.
The International Climate Change University. So any country that or any organization that contributes becomes a stakeholder and will be in the management, in the board of governors. It's not only us, so that in the future. Secondly, these are postgraduate university, no graduate, these things, undergraduate courses, and that's all geared for research. All future research should be done here. If you do those, then look at it, because Harvard and Mahinda Samarasinghe told me and MIT are all interested to come in. So can we work on this and get a concept paper? Now Koreans, if they are coming in, they told me, so let them be one of the partners. And later on, anyone who comes in, I am sure you can get this Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So we go for some of them. If some of the universities come in also, make this the central hub, and this will be a part of our soft diplomacy, that we are riding on climate change, so that they can get, people should fund guys to come in here. And then you can have the short 2 weeks, 3 week courses for officials, like they have in the East-West Center. Now we have got a location. You all have to go and look at the location. That is the Skanska camp, but Navin Disanayaka told me there's more land outside that, the Kotmale area. So we take all the land that is available.
President Ranil Wickremesinghe also said that the country is yet to fully emerge from the economic crisis and highlighted the importance of ensuring that the economy is on a growth path. The President said this during the National Law Conference held in Nuwara recently.
Some are happy at the present economic situation, thinking we are out of the woods. No, we are not out of the crisis that came last year. The economic stabilization has just taking place. We get off it when the debt restructuring is done, both the foreign debt and the domestic debt. As the governor will tell you, it won't cause a lot of worries of what will happen with the domestic debt, whether there be another crisis. He will tell you it won't. But we have to go through this phase. Thereafter, we have to decide what's the next step. Where are we going? What are we going to do? We can't go on the same way. We have to repay our debts. We get a longer time. That's one. Secondly, we'll have to keep borrowing again, because the balance of trade is not in our favor. So you come back to the same situation in another 5 to 7 years' time. That's why we've got to, this time, make a genuine effort to ensure that the economy will be on a growth path.
Meanwhile, Minister of Education Susil Premajanta said that technology could be utilized to bridge the gap of labour force, especially in the agriculture sector, as it has seen a lower labour participation over the recent years. The minister made these remarks during the opening of the Agro-Tech Dissemination Centre established by the Agriculture Sector Skills Council in partnership with the ADB recently.
That is labor. Now, even in our plantation sector, right, it is very difficult to get required numbers of labor. So therefore, I think even in the future, of course, you can have discussions with plantation sector, the ministry, and then of course there are leading companies. Now they manage all the plantation sector. So I think to bridge that gap of the labor shortage, you can use the technology and you can save money because then you can reduce the number of labor hours. And on the other hand, resources, the fertilizer, pesticide or whatever it is, right? What we do for entire acreage, you apply pesticide or even the fertilizer. But with this drone technology, so you can identify specifically what are the areas required, the fertilizer or the pesticide or whatever it is. So there are so many advantages by using the technology.
See you soon with more stories after this short commercial break.
Connect with the National Business Directory by SLT Mobitel. We are connecting businesses with their existing and potential customers to reach heights, helping at every point. Getting your business listed with the directory locally is the foundation of local SEO and the first step to acquiring more customers. Your true local search empowered through printed directory, digital directory, mobile app, ebook, call center 1212. SLT Mobitel, the connection.
Welcome back, you're with State of Business. Now, the Agriculture Skills Sector Council Chairman Kavinda Dissanayake said that it is working under the Ministry of Education to upgrade the skills of the agriculture sector to meet global standards. The council chairman said this delivering a speech at the launch of the Agro-Tech Dissemination Centre and its drone pilot skill development program held last week in Colombo.
Agriculture Sector Skill Council is operating under the Ministry of Education to fulfill the skill gaps in the agriculture sector in the country. Our main objective is to iron it out the issues that we do have and to bring our agriculture labor force or the professionals or the researchers up to the current global requirement and to the future requirements. So based on that, today we initiating the first Agro-Tech Dissemination Center because when we are going through the agriculture sector, we have seen the gaps of new technology which is not bringing the advantages to our farm fields or the agriculture sector where the other countries, farmers or the agriculture sector is getting. So that is why our cost of production is high. The technology that we are using is very old. Because of that, we can't fight in the global markets. We are all talking about we'll export. But we are not talking about what do we have to export and what is the method of exporting likewise. So it is our prime duty to bring down the skills to the nation.
The Agriculture Sector Skills Council Chairman Kavinda Dissanayake further said numerous educational institutions will be collaborating with the new institution to develop programs in order to enhance the agriculture sector of the country. The chairman said this at the inauguration of the first batch for the drone pilot program of Agro-Tech Dissemination Centre of Sri Lanka.
Today we are initiating drone pilots because drones are not new to the global context in the agriculture. But for us, it's very new. I think it's in the defense sector also it's new. Today I think there are from defense also here. So it's very new because two things. One is the capital expenditure that we have to do. Other thing is the technology know-how, the skills that we don't have. So to bridge this gap with the help of ADB and the Japan Friendship Fund, we have created this model to train first trainers, because we have want to do NQ level drone pilot sessions, and we are affiliating with University of University of Gampa, and we are in the discussions with KDU to affiliation, and NSB also already given their approval for the affiliations. So likewise, there are a lot of people wants to get involved because everybody believes bringing new technology, and especially drone technology, is a must to the country.
Now, the Colombo stock market sustained a positive note as it finished last week on the top. The ASPI and the S&P SL 20 gained 0.65% and 0.26% respectively, ending 2 weeks of losses with a turnover of 703 million rupees. In the previous week, the ASPI lost 0.2% and the S&P SL 20 gained 0.1%. Foreigners recorded a net outflow of 12 million rupees. First Capital said the power showed signs of recovery following the sizable relaxation of monetary policy rates, while retail participation also improved. The index moved on a steep upswing as soon as the market commenced, led by the banking sector and blue chips. The capital goods sector was the top contributor to the market turnover, with the sector index gaining 0.89%. The share price of John Keel's holdings increased by 50 cents to close at 138 rupees and 50 cents. The diversified financial sector was the second highest contributor to the market turnover, with the sector index increasing by 0.25%. Hatton National Bank, Brown's Investments and Lanka IOC were also included among the top turnover contributors. Stay tuned, we will return with the stock update.
Connect with SLT Rainbow Pages, your true local surge.
Welcome back, you're watching State of Business. Now the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today. The All Share Price Index gained 12.80 points to close at 8,766.60, and the S&P SL 20 gained 6.97 points to close at 2,494.26. The turnover was 0.7 billion rupees and over 31 million shares were traded. Coming up next are Forex rates. And that's it for tonight. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.